Now, yesterday also we went on till the portion of lifeline introductory part we had gone with, in which we dealt with why such means of communication, that is the roadways, waterways, airways, and also the pipelines, why such things are considered to be the lifeline of the national economy. We also went through the topic roadways, roadways having the largest network in the world in India, that is whereas India is concerned. What are the reasons behind why roadways are considered to be much better as compared to that of the railway system? Either taking into consideration the construction, the maintenance, the repairing, why roadways are not so much difficult, उतना ज़्यादा difficult नहीं है as compared to that of the gauges and the pottery which you are saying as with regard to the railway system. Some reasons are there. Why roadways have got the edge over the railways? That's a very important question also. So we had done till that portion. The growing importance of the transport as compared to the rail transport is only because of the following reasons. The very first one was construction cost is less as compared to that of the railway system. रोडवेज का कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट जो है रेलवे के कंस्ट्रक्शन कॉस्ट से हमेशा कम होता है. सेकंड, roadways can traverse comparatively more dissected and undulating topography. Roadways can be constructed even in those areas where the nature of the land is dissected in nature, where it is meeting at 90 degree, where you have to turn anywhere, that construction can go on. Even in the dissected area, wherever you want to go with, जहां पर आप उस रास्ते को ले जाना चाहोगे, you can go with that. Next, it is also possible, the construction of roads are also possible in the undulating topography. Third one is it can negotiate with the higher gradients and slopes and can traverse mountains such as the Himalayas. Till this much we had done. Third point. Next one, road transport is economical in transportation of few persons and relatively similar amount of goods over short distance. The fourth importance of roadway is that the cost of transporting a person, yeah, the cost of transportation of goods from one place to another, that is less as compared to that of the railway system. Roadway system, by any means, small lorry, big lorry, whatever the things are there, if it is taken into consideration to transport few of the passengers from one place to another, yeah, few of the goods from one place to another, the only suction thing is that you can only use that particular transportation, that is bus, lorry, truck, pickup van, anything. And only for a small amount, you are not going to get a railway system. That becomes very costly. वो चीज आपको नहीं मिल सकता. But whereas roadways के तहत अगर आप कुछ स्मॉल अमाउंट ऑफ गुड्स को आप लेके जा रहे हो या 80 पैसेंजर्स को लेके चलना है, फॉर दैट द बेनिफिशियल थिंग विल बी द रोडवे सिस्टम, दैट इज द बस और द ट्रक और द लॉरी और एनीथिंग. So this is also one of the reasons why roadways are at par. Why roadways are at par with that of the railway system. Next one, it also provides door-to-door service. Thus, the cost of loading and unloading is much lower. Roadway system is such that the network of roadway is prevalent at each and every place. So, according to our desire, हम अपने डिमांड के अनुसार कोई भी गुड्स या पैसेंजर्स को हम डोर टू डोर स्टेप तक सर्विस देने के लिए तैयार रहते हैं। ये कौन कर सकता है? ये रोडवेज सिस्टम ही कर सकता है। सो यू आर गेटिंग द डोर टू डोर सर्विस ऑफ रीचिंग द गुड्स ऑल्सो or transporting a person from one place to another at the doorstep. That is only possible with that of the roadway system. Junction and railway station cannot come at your house. You have to stay at any place, you have to get down at any place, and then again you have to take the help of the rickshaw or the tempo or anything, and then you have to come to your home place. But whereas the roadways are concerned, the thing is that you can get down at the doorstep also. This is as compared to that of the railway system. Next one, road transport is also used as a feeder to other modes of transport, such as they provide a link between railway station, air and seaport. It provides a link. It is a feeder. This roadway system, it acts as a feeder. It acts as a feeder, means maintaining the link between any that of the airway system or that of the waterway system or to that of the railway system. Let me make you understand over here. When you go to a seaport and you want to load some of your material on the boat, तो शुरू में तो यहाँ से लेके आप अपने माल को जो जाओगे आप गुड्स को पहुंचाने के लिए, या तो आप ट्रक से ही लेके जाओगे, उसके बाद सी पोर्ट पर वो उतरेगा, सी पोर्ट से फिर कैरेज का इस्तेमाल होगा, और फिर कैरेज से फिर जो है उस स्टीमर पे, जहाज पे, बोट पे, जिस पे लोड करना है हो जाएगा. सो व्हाट डू वी फाइंड? दैट रोडवे एक्ट्स एज अ फीडर, रोडवे एक्ट्स एज अ लिंक, चाहे वाटरवेज का हमको जरूरी पड़े. साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज में मुझे माल पहुंचाना है, लकड़ी पहुंचाना है, या कोई भी तरह का गुड्स पहुंचाना है और वाटरवेज का इस्तेमाल करना है, कुछ हद तक तो आपको रोडवेज का इस्तेमाल करना ही पड़ेगा. आई मीन टू से सीपोर्ट तक, विशाखापट्टनम सीपोर्ट, मुंबई सीपोर्ट, देयर इज अ हब ओवर देयर. टिल द हब यू हैव टू रीच बाय रोड, एंड अपॉन व्हेन रीचिंग टू दैट पोर्शन देन यू हैव टू टेक द यूज ऑफ एनी कैरेज, और वहां से लेके माल जो है जहाज पे आएगा. सो दैट एक्ट्स एज अ फीडर आइदर फॉर द रेलवे सिस्टम. चलिए जसीडी चलते हैं. कैसे चलेंगे भाई हम लोग? बस से जाएंगे यहाँ से वहां तक, उसके बाद ही ना हम उस पर चढ़ेंगे. सो दिस बस और दिस रोडवे, इट इज एक्टिंग एज अ फीडर फॉर वी पीपल, बिकॉज वी डोंट हैव अ रेलवे स्टेशन एट Godda. So in order to catch the train, in order to make myself available at Ranchi, so I will go to Jasidi first, and that Jasidi, the means which we are taking, that is the roadway system. So this roadway is acting as a feeder for other type of communication system. Did you get into point? So it acts as a link, it acts as a feeder for the transportation of goods which are to be made to go to some other place also, either by the help of the waterways, airways or railways. What did you understand? What did you understand the last portion?
Roadways are the feeder link of railways, airways and waterways.
बस रिवाइज कर दिया. रोडवे द फीडर लिंक बिटवीन रेलवे एंड
मतलब सामान वामान पहुंचाता है रोड के जरिए.
Try to bring something more clear. Explanatory nature. थोड़ा एक्सप्लेनिंग नेचर से आइए ना आप. Okay, good. Sit down. So, in a simple sentence, this roadway system, it acts as a feeder, or it is a link for the airways, waterways, and also the railways, such that the goods and the passengers can move from one place to another, such that the destination of that particular thing, the finished product, or you yourself, me, myself, or any passenger can make themselves available to go to that place. Clear? So, road transport is also used as a feeder to other modes of transport, such as they provide a link between the railway station, airways, and the waterways also. In India, roads are classified in the following way. Important thing, according to your map portion also, you have to keep it in your mind some of the things which we are now going to discuss. Some of the important ones. The important one is Golden Quadrilateral. Some of the important roads in India. Golden Quadrilateral or super highway, उसको हम नाम बोलते हैं. The very first one we classify, that is Golden Quadrilateral, or you can also say it's a super highway. It is just simply like that of a quadrilateral, okay? Something like this. Quadrilateral form, golden quadrilateral. याद कर लीजिएगा किस तरह से आपको मैप में बनाना है. If this thing comes in your exam, remove that. If this thing comes in your exam, the government has launched a major road development project linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai. Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai. Golden Quadrilateral हमेशा याद रखिएगा किस तरह से आपके मैप में है. That construction you have to go with that. That is called a super highway connecting all the 4 metro cities of India. Golden Quadrilateral, that is also known as super highway, which is connecting Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai and Mumbai. According to the map, just you have to go with the construction. The government has launched a major road network which is linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, and Delhi by 6-lane super highway, and Delhi by 6-lane super highway. And then finally when it reaches towards Delhi area, the roads are so big that it has got 6 lanes over there. At one time, 6 vehicles can move at one time, cross and coming from that side also. Okay, so crossing at 6 segments, 6 way. Now another important one, north-south corridor. The north-south corridor and east-west corridor. East-west corridor. Go with the construction, it is there in your book. The 3 things we have got: Golden Quadrilateral, north-south corridor, which is there coming down, and east-west corridor, this one. Now, the north-south corridor linking Srinagar and Kanyakumari, right from top, Srinagar and Kanyakumari. Srinagar to Kanyakumari. And what about this one? What about this one? East-west, जैसा बोलिएगा. Siachen. And this one, that is the east-west corridor connecting Silchar in Assam and Porbandar. Silchar, Assam till Porbandar, that is at Gujarat. The super highways which we are talking about, north-south corridor and east-west. East-west starting from Silchar, that is in Assam, and then ending at Porbandar in Gujarat. And the very first one, that is the north-south corridor, starts from Srinagar via whatever the directions which we are getting till Kanyakumari. That is north-south corridor. Preparing the map, I would like to see that. Okay. Whatever map portion we are going on, 1, 2, 3 we have already done. So the Golden Quadrilateral, the north-south corridor and the east-west corridor, the 3 ones. The major objective of this superhighway is to reduce time and distance between the mega cities of India. The reason for the development of this superhighway is to reduce the time on reaching the destination. That is why these superhighways are constructed. Superhighways are constructed only to make the people aware about the fact that less time is needed for a person to approach to that particular place. कम समय लगता है उस जगह पर पहुंचने के लिए, इसलिए इन सुपर हाईवेज का निर्माण हुआ है. Now some of the national highways of the country, which you have to also keep it in mind as with regard to the map portion. National highway. Why do we say some of the roadways has to be the national highway? Some of the roadways are also regarded as the national highway, and these are also regarded as the super highway. These are regarded to be the super highway because it connects all the mega metropolitan cities. It is connecting the mega metropolitan cities, and it is only necessary. Why? Because to make the people available and aware about the reduction in the time of reaching to that particular destination. That is why superhighway was taken into consideration. The objective of superhighway is to reduce the time. Moving on to the national highway. Let's see some of the important ones. The national highway link extremes part of the country. This highway is linking the extreme parts of the country. अनेकों जगह को टच करते हुए निकलता है national highway. These and the primary road system are led and maintained by the CPWD, Central Public Works Department. The care of national highway is taken by Central Public Works Department. It is CPWD, it is not PWD. Some works are taken by PWD. But whereas the maintenance of the road, repairing of the road, tax of the road, and any sorts of किसी भी तरह का बैरियर वगैरह का जो इस्तेमाल होता है, रिपेयरिंग होगा, मेंटेनेंस होगा, वो तमाम जवाबदेही किनके ऊपर आता है? CPWD के ऊपर. तो नेशनल हाईवे का देखभाल या उसके बैरियर्स का जो इस्तेमाल होता है, टैक्स वगैरह जो कलेक्टेड होंगे, everything will be done by the CPWD. That will be organized, that will be taken by CPWD, and this CPWD is what? Central Public Works Department. A number of major national highway runs in north, south, and east-west direction. Yes, in India, north to south, east to west, there are various national highways which are running. The historical Shershah Suri Marg is also called National Highway 1 between Delhi and Amritsar. NH1. NH1. कहाँ से कहाँ तक है? दिल्ली एंड दिल्ली पंजाब अमृतसर. Shershah Suri NH1. It was NH1 which was being constructed by Shershah Suri, and the name is NH1, and it runs from Delhi to Amritsar. The construction, you have to keep it in mind. Do you know the national highway of the longest? That is NH7 is the longest and transverse 369 kilometers between Banaras and Kanyakumari via Jabalpur, Nagpur, and so on. Delhi and Mumbai are connected by NH8, NH15, NH7, NH7, NH8, NH7, NH8, NH15, NH131, NH133, NH1, NH133, NH27, NH27, NH24. This much you do it. Construct in your book, in your copy, in your map work. Where are the connections? These are the important ones. Okay. These are some of the important ones which you keep it in mind. You have to do it in your map work. You just see your map and it is the construction is done over there. It may be possible, कुछ भी आ सकता है एग्जाम में. 4 ज्योग्राफी मैप आएगा पूरे चीज को लेकर, चाहे वाटर हो, मिनरल हो, सी पोर्ट हो, एयरपोर्ट हो, रोड है, बहुत सारा चीज है, मात्र 4 चीज पूछिएगा. डैम्स है, उनमें से और 2 हिस्ट्री है. सो इन 2 हिस्ट्री दैट इज अपने आप को फ्री कर लीजिए भाई. 18-20 जो हम दिए हैं 23-25 रीड फ्रॉम दैट. उन्हीं में से आ जाना है, बस ले रहे हैं आप. So these are some of the national highways which are maintained and it is taken over by CPWD, that is Central Public Works Department. Moving on, there are some of the things that is the state highway also. State highway connecting one state to another. State highway connecting one state to the another state. रांची टू पटना इंटर स्टेट की बात हो रही है. सो दैट इज ऑल्सो स्टेट हाईवेज. नेशनल हाईवे कनेक्टिंग वन मेट्रो टू द अनदर मेट्रोज, दैट इज द नेशनल हाईवेज. लाइक दिस आर द सुपर हाईवेज. नेशनल हाईवेज कनेक्टिंग 2 एरियाज. ओके. कमिंग टू स्टेट हाईवे, रोड लिंकिंग अ स्टेट कैपिटल विद डिफरेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट हेडक्वार्टर. स्टेट रोड लिंकिंग ए स्टेट कैपिटल with different district headquarter is known as state highway. Sorry, linking with that of the district headquarter. State highways are the roads connecting the capital with that of the district headquarter. NH SH से भी हम इसको डिस्कस करते हैं. इस रोड को 33 को. The same road is transversing towards Ranchi and it gets connected to the district capital of Godda also. So that is a state highway. State highways are the roads which are connecting the capital city to that of the district headquarter. Those are known as the state highways. Connecting the capital city with that of the district headquarter. That is known as state highways. Coming to the district roads. These roads connect the district headquarter with other places of the district. One district to another. Connecting the same road. Connecting from one district to another district, that is known as the district roads. And other roads like the village road, pakka roads, kacha roads, those are the other roads also. So metalled roads, non-metalled roads, all such roads are discussed to be the other types of roads. You have also to go with the border roads also. Now we studied over here the super highways, the national highways, the state highways, the district roads, and let us see some of the other roads also. Rural roads which link rural areas and villages with towns are classified under this road. Rural road या village road. Where village road, that rural road which is connecting that village to that of any town or city. The roads which are connecting the village to that of the town, okay, where you can enter into a town, that is called a village road system. These roads received the special importance. Yes, the development of such type of roads got its importance only from where? Pradhan Mantri Sadak Nirman Yojana. So because of that also we are seeing that the network of roadway system in India that deliberately has become a boom. Why we will tell it a boom? Because as far as I also know that none of the roads are left vacant. Everywhere the roads are getting cleared out. Because this was the policy of the government at that time to connect each and every village with that of the town area, and then to the district area also, and then to the capital city of that district also. So because of that, the rural areas has got its importance. These roads received special impetus under Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Under this special scheme, every village in the country is linked to a major town or to the capital city. So the major objective of Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana was that to maintain a link of all the villages to that of the town area and literally with that of the district area. That was the main objective of Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Till today's we have done this 2, 3 and this portion. So this much of the map portion you have to do it in your book. Moving on, let us see the border roads. That is also one of the special border roads Yes, quite. Again, apart from these roads, where we are talking about the super highway, national highway, state highway, district roads, rural roads, and so on. Apart from that, we have also got the border roads, the Pakistan border, Kashmir border, then moving on to the Himalayan ranges, moving on to the Meghalaya area. We are witnessing that there are border roads also. Who takes care about that? Border Roads Organization, a government of India undertaking, constructs and maintains the roads in the border area of the country. It is the BRO, Border Road Organization. It is the BRO which takes up the duty to look after the roads which are there at the border area. The national highways are taken over by CPWD. The border roads are taken over by BRO, that is Border Road Organization. It is the duty of the Border Road Organization to look after, to maintain, to construct each and everything, those roads which are there at the border area. So Border Road Organization takes up the work over there of maintaining and constructing the roads. The organization was established in the year 1960. अगर हम बात करते हैं Border Road Organization का, this Border Road Organization was established in the year 1960, and for the development of the roads of strategic importance in the northern and northeastern borders. These roads have improved accessibility in areas of difficult terrain and have helped in the economic development of these areas. The Border Road Organization that was established in the year 1960, and the work which was taken over by the Border Road Organization, that it led to development and construction of the roads in undulated area, in the gradient area, in the slopey area, and even in the terrain area. Valley system, this type of a system, this. So that is called the terrain area. नदी नाला टाइप का वहां पर भी रोड को कंस्ट्रक्ट कर देना. These were the works taken over by the Border Road Organization. And because of that, the work which was done by the Border Road Organization of constructing the road even in the terrain area, even in the, you can say, undulated areas also, in such topography, it led to the development of the economic resources of that particular place. Take for example Manipur, take for example Meghalaya, Cherrapunji and so on, where it is difficult, where there are dense forests, and in that dense forest, in that tyrannical area, जहाँ पर ups and downs बने हुए हैं, in that tyrannical area, these Border Road Organization, they did their work in such a way, such that the roads got constructed over there. And because of the roads being constructed over there, the economic life and the economic development of that place took place. क्योंकि लोग वहां तक पहुंचने लग गए, आवागमन शुरू हो गया, ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स स्टार्ट हो गया. और जहां पे बाधित हो जाता है तो ट्रेड एंड कॉमर्स रुक जाता है. वहां के लोग फ्रूटफुली जो है उन चीजों को इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकता है. And because of the transportation facility, the economic development of that particular place virtually led. And so because we can बड़े गर्व से कर सकते हैं that the work of the Border Road Organization, basically in the northeastern part, that is Assam area, Manipur area, Mizoram area, northeastern part उसको हम बोलेंगे. तो उन एरियाज में देखेंगे कि बॉर्डर रोड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के द्वारा जो रोड्स बनकर तैयार हुए हैं, that basically led to the growth in the economic structure of that particular place and maintaining the link with the other parts of the country. So till now we have discussed till the portion of roads. In that road we studied about the categorization, we talked about golden quadrilateral, we talked about that particular super highway, उन्हीं को super highway भी कहते हैं. Then basically go with this, some of the national highways which are taken over by CPWD, state highways taken over by the state government, district roads we talked about. Then we also talked about the village roads which got its impetus under Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Then finally we also talked about the Border Roads Organization which was established in 1960 to look after the roads in the border area. And what fruitful result was that? That much we have studied. I hope so. You might have got it clear in your mind. Once again, we will move on with the railway portion and then the seaport system, and we will conclude with the topic. Till then, goodbye and have a good day.